HTTV, in association with Absolute Warehouse Services, supporters know you as Andreas Winkler, but around PPG Canal side, amongst the staff and the players, everyone calls you Jimmy. Why is that?
Yeah, so we have to go back to when I was young. We had in my closest friends lots of Andreas, and so we had to change it. It started with the nickname Jimmy because I was a great supporter from James Dean, all the pictures in my room, and so it continued, and there was a friend of mine playing with me in Hanover in the second league, and he brought it up to the football. And when I was playing professional in Hanover, everyone told me Jimmy, especially in the newspaper and the headlines, Jimmy Winkler. They didn't know that my name was Andreas. So, but after that, I wanted to just push this name out of football. But when it came back, it came back to me when I did the pro license course with Jan Siebert. Okay. There was a guy from Munich, and he knew me. And they made fun about that. And so when it came back to me, the name Jimmy. But then I came to England. I went to Barnsley, and I was sure no one knows now that I'm Jimmy. But how it goes, I come to Huddersfield, and Jan the first time, Jimmy, and he said it fits to England, it fits to Huddersfield. Now you're Jimmy again.
What is that relationship like with Jan Siebert? Obviously, like you say, you've worked together before.
Yeah, we work together, but in a professional way. So we know each other from the course. We have been there together for 10 months, and then we worked together like 10 months with a big club in Rot-Weiss Essen. I was sport director, a young sport director, first step, and he did his. He was a coach, so this was the first time, and now we have different roles. But I knew before that I can. I was the head of academy. I was a sport director. I was a coach, so I can go in different roles, and I like to assist him, to help him in his work, and I have sometimes a different view, not a different opinion of football, but a different view as an assistant. And I think it complements each other.
How can that help when you have that different view?
It helps a lot because in TV you don't only have one camera; you cannot see everything. So during a match, Jan stands on the touchline, and I sit. And I realize different things. And when I think it's an important information for him, I tell him.
Obviously, like you say, you were at Barnsley. What made you decide to come to Huddersfield Town and be part of Jan Siebert's coaching staff?
It was like I didn't think about it when he offered me this job. Just I decided from my bottom of my heart or from my stomach, and said yes, I want to do that because it's a next step. And I came over to England. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I just want to make a lot of experiences in this new country, and also in this role. I've never been an assistant manager before, and obviously I had a great time in Barnsley. We had a long winning run, so I was used to win. But on the other hand, the manager Andreas Jimmy said, "Hey, I don't want to put obstacles in your way in your career, so you can do it. You have to go for that." And Premier League is such a good league, such a high quality. You have to make this experience, and what it was on one hand was an easy decision. On the other hand, I really enjoyed to work in Barnsley.
In the last 6 months to a year, you must have learnt a lot then.
Yeah, that's what I told you. Good experiences. Totally different situations. Go from one win to another, and then come to Huddersfield 10 points down on the bottom of the league. Totally different, different quality. Sometimes also different mentality. This is normal. The self consciousness raises if you win, and if you lose, there's always the mentality, the character in the dressing room is different. That's yeah, so it's to handle this as a coaching staff, it's a totally different experience.
What does your role as assistant head coach entail? What is that role?
Yeah, it's on one hand it's on the pitch. Yeah, we prepare the exercises together. First team coach, goalkeeper coach, Clement and Holly, me and Jan, and then prepare it, do different exercises. Yeah, but we talk about that before. Yeah, and but on the other hand, I'm Jan's assistant. So you know, if you're on in his position, sometimes you have to share information, your thoughts. Yeah, and that's yeah, and it's easier sometimes for him to talk in his language. Yeah. So obviously he's speaking very good English, but sometimes it's you feel more comfortable in that. So yeah, it's really. I mean, we don't have it in Germany. We call it trainer or coach, and the co-trainer. Yeah. So maybe 2 or 3 of them, and here it's a first team coach and assistant. But I think it brings it to the point. Yeah, I'm his assistant. Yeah, but on the other hand, when you have training, I'm just a coach. Yes.
And like you say, in that role as a coach on the pitch, for example, like you said, you work very closely with Mark Hudson. How did he help you understand more about Huddersfield Town, more about the players that you had at your disposal?
Yeah, he has a lot of great experience here in Huddersfield, great experience in his career, and I'm very open-minded, yeah, and I'm really a team player. I don't like to go on a mountain just by myself. Yeah, I like a good team around me. So we share our office together with Clement and Huddy and me, and we talk not the whole day, but about football, and that helps me a lot, and his experience with the players. And I bring it together, and with my experience, my impressions of the players, of the club, of the game, yeah, especially of the level, yeah, how we perform, and then bring the information together and get a solution.
This weekend is our final game of the Premier League season against Southampton. What, as a team, as a club, do we want to get out of this game?
We want to reward us for really some good matches, yeah, and it's also not all about, but it's about our supporters. Yeah, I've really they're outstanding. Yeah, some friends who came from Germany and watched our home games, they said unbelievable. We thought the stadium is totally there's no support, it will be no supporter, but they were so surprised. Yeah, about their applaud and how they try to support us, and it's really, if we can give our supporters back a point or maybe a win, and also it would reward us for really good matches, and the last game in the season stands in your mind. You know, you keep it in your mind, so it would be, I would be very happy if we can have a good result there.
Are the Huddersfield Town supporters some of the best that you've witnessed being on a touchline?
Yeah, sure. But, I mean, also the Barnsley supporters will hear that, yeah, and they were also outstanding. But I cannot compare it, because if you go from win to win, or like here, if you lose the most matches, you cannot compare it.
And Jan Sievert said, once we were relegated against Crystal Palace, that this was the point where he has to learn more about the players, learn more about the team, ready for next year. Is that still the case for Southampton? A final chance for yourself, Jan, to learn about this team?
Yeah, obviously we have to pick the right players, yeah, and to observe them in the matches, in the competitive matches, and how they act in different situations. And this gives us very important information for next season. And
it's going to be a big summer, isn't it?
It's going to be a big summer. Yeah, it's I think the most difficult transfer window in Huddersfield, I think, in the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.